years ago, when I used to live in this really cool house, this is the house right here, by the way, I had the strangest dream. And it was so weird. I mean, I was so confused when it happened. And I was literally, it was a scary dream and a strange dream. I was scared to go to sleep after this. I was like 5 at the time, so don't blame me. But still, it was crazy. And I was scared after it, like legitimately. This is also how I became scared of dreams. So, yeah. But anyways, let's get into it. So pretty much, there's this little pathway when you come into my house. The like kind of pathway thing on the bottom left-hand corner, that's where you come in. And then the first little pathway that you see on the right, that's the pathway that I'm talking about. So pretty much, in my dream, this is the first thing that I remember. I was in the dining room, and I was getting drinks for somebody. We were having a party at the house, and I was getting drinks. And I went to go through the little shortcut, and there was a face in a cage. I kid you not, there was a face, nothing else, in a cage. I can't describe the face, I'm sorry, but it was so weird. There was a face in a cage, and the walkway was just like, just there, but the face was blocking it, and it was kind of hanging, and it said, "You cannot pass this way, little kid, go away. I'll turn you into a cookie." Don't ask me. Just don't ask. But I said, I was freaked out, so and I went the other way, and to my room, to give the drinks to my dad or something. And, yeah, and that's what I did, and then I went back to get food. Same thing happened. The face in the cage said, "Don't go this way, kid, I'll turn you into a cookie." So, I went back, and this time I went to my brother's house. I mean, my brother's room, and gave whoever was in there the food. And I went back to get more drinks, and this time, when I went to go through the passageway, there was no face. I freaked the crap out. But I thought he had left. So I did the idiotic thing. Then again, I can't lucid dream. I can only lucid dream sometimes. I wasn't lucid dreaming in this. I did the idiotic thing. I went through the little passageway. Everything went black. And it was now in third person view. I saw myself. It didn't look like me. It looked like me deep fried. A cookie. He had turned me into a cookie, and I was in the same cage. And now I was rising. I was rising through the roof. Then again, I remind you, this is how I got scared of dreams. This is why I always forget. I choose to forget what I dreamed about. This is why I'm scared of dreams. Okay? This dream made me scared of dreams. Alright? Just remember that. It was just weird. And I was dragged up in my form, my cookie form, my friggin' weird deep fried form. I was dragged up out of the house. Like a hatch opened and I was dragged up out of the house. And then there was a wire or a chain, and I was getting dragged like kind of like a zip line. I was getting dragged across that in the cage still. And I remember seeing like different people like riding, like in their, like my grandma was riding, and like I could hear her talking in her mind, like, "Is Gabe okay? I hope he's okay." And like and like my mom was riding, my brother was riding. I didn't see my dad riding. Not that I can remember, at least. I didn't see my dad riding, but I saw everyone like that I know like was riding and like saying, is Gabe okay? I hope he's good. Like get well soon or something like that. And I was dragged across this chain until I reached like a city, like a big city, like for those of you who have watched Robots, it was like that kind of city. And I was kind of like dragged into that, like a robot city, like in Robots, like Robot City. And I was dragged into there, and all of a sudden I was in the view of someone else looking up on me, just looking up on me, coming towards them. And all of a sudden, this is the strangest part. I, or whoever I'm in the perspective of, looks over, and there is Mother Kraken Buzz Lightyear, just sitting there. And then he looks at whoever I'm in the perspective of, and then they start to run. And then the person that I'm in perspective of, again, looks back at Buzz and says, "Buzz, who is this kid? We gotta save him." And I realized I was in the perspective of Woody from Toy Story. This is the strangest part, like I told you. And we were running towards where the zip line ended, which was on the top of a building. It's where they were, where we were, pretty much Buzz and Woody, who I was in the perspective of. And we were running towards where the thing was ending. And pretty much it ended, the cage opened, and a spring shot me out. I was scared because I didn't want me to be shattered. But then again, it's a cookie, and if you drop a cookie, it shatters. So it sucked, but I shattered. And Woody and Buzz started to cry because I shattered. It was the weirdest, strangest, craziest, stupidest, retardedest thing that I've ever been through. And now I'm scared of dreams. I'm scared of dreams now because of that. I don't want to know what happens in my dreams. I don't care what happens, even if it's a good dream. I don't want to have it. I told my mind that I will no longer be listening or looking at his dreams. I will no longer be doing any of that. Now and then I do have a dream, but it's not a bad one. It's just like a kind of neutral one. I just like doing stuff, but it was just strange. But that was a kind of a life-changing experience for me. A scary one. Very scary. It was the strangest thing ever. But see you later, guys. Anyways, see you in the next video.